Hello and welcome, this is Benevolent History here, and I'm here to give you a commentary battle on the grassy flatlands. Anyhow, I'm playing as, this is a 3v3 battle. I'm playing as the Julii Romans, you can see here. Let me pause for a second. I have 6 units of Praetorian Cav, actually, no, never mind. I have 6 units of Praetorian Cav, 2 units of Urban Cohorts, 6 units of Roman Archers, 2 units of Archer Auxilia, long-range Archers, one unit of peasants. The guy in the middle is a clanmate of ours. You can see here his name is Magic 8 Ball 3MT. I'm just gonna call him Magic. He's using an army consisting of 2 peasants, woohoo, 2 units of Royal Pikemen, gold, 6 units of Companion Cavalry, gold, 6 units 5 units of Roman Archers, gold, and 3 units of Cretan Archers with a gold attack upgrade. Julius here, who's going to be spearheading our 3v3 assault, is also playing as Julii Romans. He's using 6 units of Praetorian Cav, 2 units of Legionary Cav on the flank. These guys are not as good as Praetorian Cav, but they can still hold their own. 1 unit of peasants and 3 units of triarii to hopefully counter the headhunting maidens of our opponent. Now in this battle, Julius planned for him to spearhead the assault and rush Scythia, which is in of itself it's pretty risky, but since he has 8 cav and 3 triarii, he should be able to have a cavalry advantage in that fight. Magic here will assist with his 6 companions and his 2 royal pikemen, while me here on the flank will try and rush my troops to assist Magic and Julius with my Praetorian Cav here. Now our opponents, you can see here one playing a Seleucids, even though this kind of looks purple in my opinion. One playing as the Armenians and one playing as the Scythians. So we're up against 2 cataphract factions with one headhunting with Scythia. So obviously we'll be having the cavalry disadvantage in this battle because cataphracts will own Praetorians, cataphracts will own companions, and these headhunting maidens will be able to own any cav, essentially any other heavy cav in the game. And you can see here playing as a Scythians is Fabio. He's apparently a YouTube watcher of mine. Okay, so if he was watching this, woohoo! And he's using the Scythians, and he has 2 Scythian horse archers on the flank. Looks like a gold attack upgraded. 2 warhounds, possibly to use in a cavalry fight against your opponent. These guys will they're not very strong, but these guys will incite fear in the enemy. 6 units of archer warbands. Basically, like, just think of them regular archers. These guys are gold upgraded. 1 unit of peasants. Woo. 2 units of chosen archer warbands. Gold attack. This one's probably silver attack. And 6 units of headhunting maidens. Pretty strong women, I would say. And over here, HellonEarth, sexy Nick is commanding the Armenians. He's using 5 units of cataphracts. Looks like a gold attack, silver defense upgraded. 6 units of archers, gold. 5 units of Armenian legionaries, probably a gold attack, silver defense upgraded, or gold defense, silver attack upgraded. Either way, these Armenian legions are gonna die. 2 units of horse archers on the flank, most likely to go ahead and attack me. And while the Seleucid player BIA Legat is commanding obviously the Seleucids. He's using 6 archers, gold upgraded, 6 units of heavily armed cataphracts. I think they're all gold upgraded. Yeah, looks like it. And 2 units of side chariots. So in other words, Legat has brought a heavy cav army essentially, because these side chariots will side chariots combining with cataphracts will beat the crap out of anything we have on the field. Well, in my opinion, Sexy Nick should have brought 6 units of cataphracts. 6 units of cataphracts and 2 units of horse archers. Because in my opinion, bringing 5 Armenian legionaries is useless. He should have ditched 1 and brought 6 cataphracts. That might have turned the battle in their favor. Anyhow, let's begin. So immediately Julius is sending up all his troops. Praetorian Cav, his legionary Cav on the flank here, up against Fabio here. Fabio wisely sends his troops to get closer to Sexy Nick here. Kind of a weird statement, but oh well. Well, I over here will try and move my dudes closer up to Magic's dudes. You can see here. Now Magic here Julius here, LuKaS here sends up his troops, while at the same time Magic here will go up ahead and help out Julius in whatever way he can. So you can see here that LuKaS will immediately send all his cav out and engage these headhunting maidens. Normally these headhunting maidens will beat these Praetorian cav, but in this engagement LuKaS will be able to win this engagement. You can see a little dog being flown up into the air. Poor Pooch. Anyhow, he engages his Praetorian cav. He's winning this battle. LuKaS sends his Triarii in, sends his legionary cav in behind, and that totally devastates these headhunting maidens. So all these headhunting maidens rout. Magic sends his companion cavalry in, but it's kind of too late. Julius already won this engagement. At the same time, you can see Sexy Nick is trying to send his cataphracts in to do his best to possibly turn the tide in this engagement. So in this battle, cataphracts are being rushed in. You see 2 cataphracts and 1 side chariot unit is being rushed in here. Looks like LuKaS is sending his side chariot units in response, although these guys will run amok pretty easily. Anyhow, Magic Ball sends all of his companions in against these cataphracts. You can see here his general gets slaughtered. There, poor Magic's general. Magic's general just gets killed, and Magic's companions here. LuKaS and Magic are able to win against these pockets of resistance, but LuKaS here and the rest of the remaining cataphracts of Sexy Nick sent in. You can see here in a cataphract on companion and Praetorian and legionary cav slog. The cataphracts will have an advantage here. I'm sending my troops from behind as quickly as possible. Although in retrospect, I probably should have sent my troops. I probably should have shut my troops earlier in, because if I had sent my troops earlier, we probably would have been able to squish all these cataphracts and win this cavalry engagement. But instead, I sent my cataphracts. I sent my Praetorian cav in. In one by one. So these guys are not very effective. I will do a lot of damage to these cataphracts, but I will lose a lot of my Praetorian cav. In this engagement, I will be left.
The leader of allies has been slain. This loss is hard for us, but harder still for his own people.
At the end of this engagement, I will have only 3 units of Praetorian cav left, while LuKaS has 3 or 4 units of cataphract units left. So obviously my troops are not as strong. So Magic sent his Royal Pikemen into support, but to be honest, it was too late. I lost a lot of my Praetorian cav though. So now it turns out that this battle will end in an archer slogfest. See here, because all we have left are essentially archers and infantry. I have 2 urban cohorts left. I will send 1 urban cohort here to go ahead and displace all these Seleucid archers. I want to send these Seleucid archers over here, and thus give the time for my troops to do as much damage as they can on Sexy Nick's archers. So you can see here that I'm basically retreating as many cataphracts as possible. I really don't want my Praetorian cav to die. So I'm sending these guys in the back here. While over here, I have one Praetorian cav unit out here gonna chase down this archer warband unit. Yeah. Though I think we have the advantage in the archer department because Magic still has a lot of his archers left. I still have basically all my archers left, while Fabio lost a lot of his archers, and right now I'm displacing the troops of LuKaS archers, so that gives me the opportunity to do a lot of damage on Sexy Nick's archers. So yeah, I killed this archer warband unit. In response, LuKaS sends his cataphract unit after this Praetorian cav. So basically, this cataphract unit will go on a wild goose chase all over the map. That's probably a waste for his cataphract unit, in my opinion. So this battle will basically be an archer and archer slogfest, with both of us sending infantry and our remaining cav units in to do as much damage as we can. But these archers will basically decide the fate of this battle. So you can see here that LuKaS sends some of his cataphract units in. Obviously, I have no way to respond unless I retreat these archers. But however, before I retreat these guys, one of these archer units rout, while the other ones basically retreat and run for puny little lives. I send my Praetorian cav units in response here. I charge this cataphract unit and manage to rout this cataphract unit, which is good for me. So, little close up. Cataphract units dying. A good sight to see when you're a Roman. So, let's see. Magic only has archers left. He has a peasant and a royal pikeman unit going at it with this Armenian legionary. But that's inconsequential. I'm sure Magic will win this battle. But it's not going to be much of a victory here. And at the back you see my Praetorian cav is still running away from LuKaS cataphract. While LuKaS archers, Nick's archers, and Fabio's archers are going at it with our archers. So right now, I think we have more archers than them. So we have a archer in the archer department. At least we have a advantage. So you can see here that LuKaS sends his cataphract unit in. I would have liked to send my Praetorian cav, but this side chariot unit for some weird reason gets in my way, so I'm not able to respond in time. And Magic's Cretan archer here. Yeah, these guys pay the price. Sorry, Magic, I wasn't able to send my Praetorian cav units in time, so we lost about 3 dudes, and this archer unit here. And I tried my best to chase down these cataphracts, but I'm not able to catch up with these guys. So over here you see on the wild goose chase, my Praetorian cav finally is able to come back to my army, or at least the remnants of my army, because I have what? I have like 1 peasant. Like, oh my god, if you look at this army, our armies are basically scattered higgledy-piggledy with basically no cav left. Only archers left, which is pretty interesting to see. Normally, you don't see stuff like this. So yeah, in the end, I send all my Praetorian cav units back here so they don't get shot by arrows. Because when cav units are this decimated, they're very vulnerable to archer fire. So Magic sends his Cretan archers in. I saw this beforehand. It's funny. These Cretan archers in, kill a few archers, but then they rout like like the true heroes they are. At this point, I realized that my urban court here still has Pilla, so I send these guys in to throw Pilla soon. And over here, LuKas's remaining archers. All LuKaS has are these 4 archers left, and this cataphract unit manages to rout 3 of LuKas's archer units. So LuKaS only has 1 archer unit left, and I have to say this: when you're playing in the battle, when you're playing a faction, especially in a team game. Let me pause this for a second. When you're playing in a team game, if you as a player lose all your units, if all your units rout, your whole entire army will rout, and thus none of your units will come back. So even if you have like a full strength archer unit that routed, it will not come back because your whole entire army routes. So in game, LuKaS told me to basically send these Praetorian Cav units in, or he will lose this archer unit and basically be put out of the battle. So I do my best. I send these Praetorian Cav units in, and and essentially LuKas's Roman archer unit is saved. And I'm sure one of LuKas's archer units comes back from routing. So you can see here that LuKaS combines his cataphract units and sends his cataphract units at my Praetorian Cav. But since his is separated, I charge one of them. This one manages to this cataphract unit routes. I basically get all my Praetorian Cav units run like little pansies. But while Julius's archers fire flame arrows at the backs of these cataphracts. No, actually that was Magic's archer, so Magic actually managed to rout this cataphract unit, which is good. So at this point we have the cavalry superiority. Back over here, I send my urban core and charge Sexy Nick's last remaining archer unit. So you can see here that LuKas's army just basically rout and none of his units will come back. At the same time, LuKas admit defeat and Fabio admits defeat, and you can see here my archer auxiliary unit runs in melee and cuts down some of his archers, hilariously enough. So this is a very, very close victory by me and my allies over here. So essentially, this battle essentially was all of our armies essentially all of our cav units were sent at each other in such of like a meat grinder. Essentially, we basically tied the heavy cav fight because LuKas was left with only a few units of cav. I was left with only a few units of cav, and in the end, our archers decided the battle. And because of this, because of the fact that our team had more archers left in the end, we had a definite advantage, and also because I was able to keep my Praetorian Cav and defeat LuKas's cataphracts in the end, we were able to eventually gain the heavy cav, the cavalry superiority in the end. Though it didn't really matter at that point because we had definitely had an archer advantage. So that's a very close victory. Magic here got the most kills on our team, while Nick got the most kills on his team, which is pretty cool. Though it's interesting that Nick got the most kills out of all of us. Probably his cataphracts did most of the killing. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope this 3v3 battle. I hope you subscribe. Hope you rate it. I hope you comment on it. And I hope you enjoyed watching. And I hope you learned something. So you can see here, these are the battle statistics. You could look over here. So you can look over here and see. So I'll see you guys. If you're interested, you can look over here. Anyhow, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.